Our dinner plates tell a troubling story. Gone are the days of diverse, locally grown food. Big agriculture dominates. Huge corporations dictate what we eat. They prioritize profit over health. We are flooded with cheap processed food. This has consequences. The system seems efficient. Supermarkets overflow with uniform produce. But this abundance is an illusion. We sacrifice quality for quantity. We trade flavor for shelf life. We consume products engineered for appearance, not nutrition. Big agriculture promises to feed the world. But at what cost? We are left with depleted soils, contaminated water, and a population struggling with diet-related diseases. This industrial model is unsustainable. It harms both our planet and our well-being. We need a better way. Modern agriculture boasts high yields, but the food itself tells a different story. Industrial farming degrades soil health. Studies show fewer vitamins and minerals in today's produce. Compare a supermarket tomato to one from a local farm. The industrial tomato is bland and less flavorful. It lacks the vibrant taste of its naturally grown counterpart. Industrial agriculture relies heavily on chemical inputs. Pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers contaminate our food and environment. Glyphosate, a widely used herbicide, is linked to cancer and other health issues. These chemicals don't disappear after application. They persist in the soil, water, and air. They accumulate in our bodies. The long-term health effects of this chemical exposure are still being studied, but evidence suggests links to various diseases, including cancer, Parkinson's disease, and birth defects. Children are particularly vulnerable. Their developing bodies are more susceptible to these toxins. We are conducting a massive experiment on ourselves and future generations. The consequences could be devastating. We need to prioritize food safety and reduce our reliance on harmful chemicals. Section 4. Silent epidemic chronic diseases linked to industrial food systems. Our modern diet is making us sick. Rates of chronic diseases like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease are skyrocketing. These conditions are linked to the overconsumption of processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, all staples of the industrial food system. We are witnessing a silent epidemic. These diseases were once rare. Now they are commonplace. They burden our healthcare system and diminish our quality of life. We must recognize the connection between our food choices and our health. Big agriculture prioritizes profit over well-being. It markets products designed to be addictive, not nutritious. We are caught in a cycle of unhealthy eating. Breaking free requires conscious effort. We need to reclaim our health by choosing whole, unprocessed foods. Section 5. Ravaging the land, monoculture, pesticides, and environmental degradation. Industrial agriculture is wreaking havoc on our planet. Monoculture, the practice of growing a single crop year after year, depletes the soil of essential nutrients. It leaves it vulnerable to erosion and desertification. Pesticides contaminate our water sources. They harm beneficial insects, like bees, which are essential for pollination. This disrupts ecosystems and threatens biodiversity. We are losing species at an alarming rate. The consequences for our planet are dire. The pursuit of profit is driving deforestation. Land is cleared for agriculture, destroying vital habitats and releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Climate change is exacerbated by industrial farming practices. We need a more sustainable approach. Section 6. A world without choice. The threat to biodiversity and food security. Industrial agriculture promotes uniformity. It favors a handful of high-yielding varieties. This reduces the genetic diversity of our food crops. This lack of diversity makes them more susceptible to diseases and pests. Imagine a world where only a few varieties of corn exist. A single disease could wipe them out, leading to widespread famine. This scenario highlights the importance of biodiversity for food security. It acts as an insurance policy against future threats. We must preserve heirloom varieties and traditional farming knowledge. These resources hold the key to building a more resilient food system. We need to move away from monoculture and embrace diversity. Our future depends on it. Section 7. Seeds of Hope. Embracing sustainable agriculture for a healthier future. The problems caused by big agriculture seem insurmountable, but there is hope. A growing movement advocates for sustainable agriculture. This approach prioritizes the long-term health of our planet and its people. Sustainable farming methods offer solutions. These practices rebuild soil health, conserve water, reduce pollution, and promote biodiversity. They focus on working with nature, not against it. Supporting local farmers and choosing sustainably produced food are crucial steps. We can vote with our forks, opting for quality over quantity. We can demand transparency and hold corporations accountable for their practices. The future of our food system is in our hands. We can choose a path that nourishes both ourselves and our planet. The time to act is now. Let's cultivate a future where food is medicine and agriculture is a force for good.